Hello and welcome to the third video of the assembly of Mould King's flagship edition tow truck. Model number is 19008 and we have nearly 11k on pieces and 19 motors. Yes, this is a monster. Here is it, or these are the building steps 1 to 11, the first two videos. There are two links in the video description. One goes to the shop where you can buy this, and the other goes to the original design from Lucio Switch 81, who designed this awesome vehicle, and you can buy the original instructions from him for just 20 bucks. I believe that's it worth for such a great model, and I don't know, perhaps I want to know how many hours Lucio designed into here, this set. Okay. We have assembled a lot of the motors. Sorry. We have 3 servos for steering. We have 4 XL for driving. We have a lot of M motors here for our pillars, for turning here the table, for bringing this up, for letting this down, to bring up pillars from behind. There's a lot of motors already here in this set. Okay, the plan is the next two videos I finish this set here, because a lot of the Technic fans hate it when I stop and show another set. But I don't want to build this in one straight line. But the next two videos finish this. Then I show you a really cool Mickey Mouse with nearly 70 centimeters and a lot of bricks. And after that I show you the review, and then we go back to the Millennium Falcon and then we have a Death Star. Yes, a lot to do. And I know I don't have the time at the moment to bring 2 or 3 videos a week, but I have a lot of work, and I have a family, and it's Christmas and New Year, and okay, that's the reason. So I have already completed building step 12. I show you in the next take. Now here we have the building step 12, and it is the same as the opposite side. We have the possibility here, or the cutouts for the tires. We can open it here, and we have here a plate for the pillars, to have a safe stand. We have a walkie-talkie, we have screwdrivers and so on. We have the possibility for the pneumatic. And we have a fire distinguisher, I believe is the name. For the guys who knew, I'm German. And I had English 30 years ago in the school. And so I don't know a lot of words. I can't. And I'm not a professional YouTuber. This is my hobby. Because would I do it professional, I would have a script. And I can Google the words before, but I don't work with script. I just brabbling around, and that's the reason sometimes I don't have the words. I need to go around the word. Okay, so now I go to the bakery store, get some breakfast, and then I'm assembly 13. 13 will bring us here a lot of cover, to cover this here, and this part here, before we, I believe, with 14 and 15 go to the driving cabinet, but we will see. 13 is next. Now, this is still 13, but I show you now the parts of 14, and in the next take I show you them assembled. So first here we have a gray cover. I would say one comes from this side and the other comes from the other side. I don't know exactly, we will see in a few seconds. Panel number 1, panel number 2. Then here we have with the 2 exhausts on each side. They will be applied here somehow. And this cover here. And the last one, that's on the right side. Here is the pneumatic function. So now I will apply this here, or assemble to the truck and show you in the next second. And so the pieces of 13 are assembled. It was this cover here, so we have a little bit room here. This cover fits perfectly, and I still can get here to the switch for the pneumatic. This here is attached to the frame on the lowest point, and around here it's fixed with 2 long pins, and then the next panel is pushed over it. Everything fits really perfect together. Lucy, you have done a great job. So I had a little time over Christmas and I watched Matrix Resurrections on HBO Max. Yes, I'm German, but geo-blogging. So what is your opinion about Matrix Resurrections? I'm getting 50. I saw the first one with 28 or something in the cinema, and I was blown away. Matrix 1 was one of the most revolutionary films, with one of the most revolutionary stories and effects. It was a masterpiece, or it is a masterpiece. Part 2, I didn't like it very much, had some cool action scenes, but it was for me too religious. And Part 3 was a pain in the A. I didn't like Part 3 at all. Too much religion, too much psychological waste in this movie. It was horrible. And then I watched Part 4, and I'm not pretty sure of my opinion. Some parts I liked. I didn't like the look. The old one looked better in my opinion. The new one I don't like the look, and sometimes it looks very cheap. It had to cost 3 times than the first one. So I believe perhaps the actors get a lot more. Okay, Keanu Reeves is not in the 20s and in the beginning of his career. Perhaps this is one point. But I didn't really like it. The action was not so good as the old one. The story was too predictable, and was too much humor in the set. And the humor I don't liked. It was sometimes I felt a little bit I'm watching comedy, but okay, it is what it is. Please tell me your opinion about Matrix Resurrections if you have already watched it. Okay, next is 14. And 14 brings us the driving cabin, or not the whole cabin, but the seats and steering wheel, and more pneumatic. So after I seen this, I decided not to attach the pneumatic here. I have 3 cables left and 3 connectors, but I don't know what is going on with the seats here, or the whole cabin that is moving forward and backward with the pneumatic. So I didn't attach it. I can remove this panel here very easy and can access the pneumatic function again to get them in the way they should be. Okay, next is, like I said, 14. And I watched Spider-Man, the new one, and this is pure fan service. Not a good movie, a lot of fan service, but still watchable. Now this is 14, first part of the driver cabin, and here we have normal suspension, and here we have pneumatic. You see this? Yes. Okay. There's one thing. The tube from here to here, it says in the instructions 10.5 centimeters. And I did 10.5 centimeters. The problem is it's too short a little bit. I got it right here, but I had to connect it when this section here is clicked in, when it's already done, because it was too short. And then it was not easy to get this here connected. So let the tube 11.5 centimeters be long, and then you have no problem. Okay, not much to see. You see the pneumatic goes here. I don't know why it's going through here, and It makes no sense. Goes up there and down here again. That makes no sense. But okay, it is what it is. Okay, next building step is 15 and 16. And I believe we finished the driver cabin with these two building steps. Here it's connected to, at the moment, to nothing. We will see if this is later here over this gear connected to the rest of, or to the steering from the servo. Okay. Oh, here we have the building steps 14 and 15 together. 15 were the mud guards on both sides and the doors here. They're really stable because we have 4 connections here to the frame, so there is no problem at all. Yes, they are symmetrically, so you can build, if you can change the perspective in your mind, you can build both together because they are mirrored, so you have no problem. If you can mirror it in your head, then you can save a little bit of time to assemble this. So there's one question I've seen. I know there are not so many YouTubers with English language for the Lego alternatives. I know a lot of Germans, but not many English speaking. And so I know that a lot of guys are interested in my channel from other countries. And I've seen that most of my German colleagues have made here 3 videos with 40 minutes each. And I'm planning to do now 4 parts, and part 3 and part 4 perhaps have 10-12 minutes. So I have 4 times 50 minutes in average. What do you prefer? 2 or 3 long videos or 4 shorter videos? I prefer 4 shorter videos, but when you say, oh, I don't want to wait and on, and when I'm watching, Frank, please make less videos with longer duration. I have no problem with that. I just want to ask you, and I ask my German viewers in the last take what they want, because I want to do, yes, the things for you, and that's you are my viewers. Without you I can do nothing, so please give me your opinion about this. With building step 16 we have finished the driver cabin, and then we have finished the video here. Oh, here's the building step 16 and brought us here. This section, we can open it. And now I believe this here is just for holding the hood. Here with the half pins we connect it to our panels. Okay, the doors you've already seen. The back, it's really nicely made. I hoped the driver cabin is finished in this video, but it will be finished in building step 17, or perhaps I can, yes, this here is already heavy. So, okay, I hope we can finish it in, it will be finished in the next video in building step 17. Then we connect it to the rest of the vehicle and connect the pneumatic, and I hope it works, because I think it's a bad idea to have all the tubes in one color, in black, and only stickers. I had preferred 4 colors. That would make much easier, but we will see if I can manage the pneumatic to get the tubes so connected that everything moves correctly. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I want to thank you for a great year. Many views, many nice comments, everything. That's really great. I'm really humble about this. And I hope we can together make a great next year, 2022. For the first 3 or 4 weeks. In the next year we finish this year. We finish the Millennium Falcon from Mould King. Then I have the Death Star 1 and 2 combined in one set called Death Planet from Mould King. Then I have a big fire truck from Xinyu. It's about this size here. 5,000 pieces and power functions. And I have a big Mickey Mouse, buildable figure. Only the feet are so big. It's a massive, massive Mickey Mouse. Really a heavy, big Mickey Mouse. Okay, and then I have to look what's coming up. I'm looking forward for the Mould King 8080, because I'm really pumped up for this. The 8080 is a must-have, and I don't want to pay 700 or 800 bucks as the Lego version costs, because this is way too much for plastic, for a plastic toy. So I hope the Mould King version of the AT&T is a great one. We will see. And then I have to look what's coming up in the next year. 2021 brought us a lot of great sets, really a lot of great sets. And I'm not the guy who makes best of videos or something like that. Worst sets, best sets. I'm not the guy who do this. So I can't tell you what's my best set. I don't make thoughts about this. I'm only building. I'm happy that we're having so many great sets this year. Okay, so like I said, thank you for everything, for your views, your comments, your likes. I'm really appreciated. And I have to say thank you and goodbye to next year. I'm Frank, your Brick Freak, and have a good time.